Hello everyone, my name is Reggie, and I know last year, 2016, I gave you guys a tour of the gear I use. Things have changed and I have some different gear now, so I figured I'll update the video. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, let's start with the keyboard we have here on the top. Last year I had a Korg Triton. This year I have a Yamaha MOTIF XS6. I actually just purchased it today. I got a good deal. You guys know I'm a bargain shopper. I stay on Craigslist, and I actually picked this up on Orlando. I only paid $800 cash for it. I know they're going for about double that still to this day. It speaks for itself. I mean, if you look on TV, you still see this board everywhere. My bottom board last year was actually the Yamaha MOTIF 8, the original MOTIF. I upgraded, now I have the MOTIF ES8. I got a good deal on that one as well in Orlando, Florida. I actually purchased both of these keyboards right here in Orlando, Florida. I paid $850 cash for the Yamaha MOTIF ES8. And like I said earlier, I paid $800 for the MOTIF XS6. Two amazing keyboards. They complement each other very well, and you can't go wrong with either or. You know, I'm happy with both keyboards. God has blessed me to pay, under $1,700 for both of these amazing boards, so I can't complain in that area. Let's go ahead and move on to the interface that I use. The interface I use is a Focusrite. I love it. It have two inputs to plug in your keyboards, whatever instruments you choose to use. You get to control each right here. You got your main monitor volume right here. You even have a headphone jack to plug in your headphones, and you can control that right there. So that's what I use to get my audio from my computer. Alright, my amp didn't change. I'm still actually using the PEAVY KB100A. It's a 100-watt keyboard amplifier. I purchased it from a friend. I paid $100 for it, cash, and I love it. It's crystal clear. It's a good mixture of your lows, your mids, and your highs. I went from a Roland KC550, and I don't know why people like that thing. Yes, it has some amazing bass, but that's where it ends, in my opinion. And another thing I like about this, it don't get muddy when you turn the volume up loud. It actually remains with a crystal clear sound, even at high volume. So this is what I use live when I play in the church. I actually run a line from my interface, what I showed you guys earlier. I go from there directly into my amp to the direct box at the church. So that's how I go, and then I use this as a monitor. But some churches don't have direct boxes, so if they don't, I just use this live. It's very loud, it fills up the church, and it sounds amazing. So like I said, I go from here straight into the direct box, and I'm able to use this as a monitor. I have this facing me and a drummer, and then I'm coming through the house, so it gives me a full range sound. All right, on to the software. Of course, I use KONTAKT. I don't have a Apple computer or anything like that. I just use a regular Windows computer. I use a Dell, and I love it. Since last year, I upgraded the hard drive. I had a 750 traditional hard drive, and I upgraded to a 2 terabyte SSHD. Not an SSD, but a SSHD. But anyways, I use KONTAKT 5, and I have upgraded some of my libraries. I now have the Giant. I didn't have that before, I don't believe. Under there, I have the factory KONTAKT factory selection. I actually have the Scarby MM bass as well. That will sound amazing. Then I have the vintage organs. I have Retro Machines MK2. I have the Maverick. I have the Grandeur. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I have the Gentleman. I have Neo Soul keys. I have the Steinway, the Galaxy Steinway, and I have the MK Sensation. I have plenty of other sounds, but some of my favorites that I use right now, I have the Roland G6 pulled up. But here I have some 16-bit acoustic pianos. The main two I use in here is the Steinway Bright Grand and the Yamaha Grand Classic S4. Other than that, I use the D50 mainly for brass. And then I have the MU and Sonic, which consists of all the little modules. The MOFAT, the Orbit 2, Planet Earth, Planet Fat, Proteus 2000, Vintage Keys Pro, Virtuoso, a Streamly XL1, and then I got the ASR as well. And then of course I got the Neo Soul suitcase, the Phantom G6, the Roland XP80, and I have the Precision Sound P20, which is the Roland MKS20. I have another Roland D50 right here. Then I have the Phantom X with the string expansion. And then I have the Ivory piano. And then I have the MOTIF ES. So pretty much what I did, I loaded the sounds that I use the most, and I put them down here if they wouldn't load up on this side, so I can get to them real fast. And I have my MOTIF ES8 connected to this, so whenever I hit the keys on the MOTIF, it actually trigger contact. For example, on the MOTIF right now, I have a full grand pulled up. And let's say I wanted to add the brass, which I think this is the J-Pop brass. Yeah, the J-Pop brass from the Phantom G6. If I wanted to add that in, I would just go over to my module and cut the volume up a little bit, and I can bring some of the volume from the J-Pop brass into the piano. The piano I have selected here is the full grand on the MOTIF ES8, for example. So I'm just messing around. So hopefully you guys can hear that. I'm messing around with that. And let's say I want to bring some brass in, for example, then I can turn it down if I want to. So it give me a lot more control. And a lot of people ask me, why do you bring so much stuff or whatever? I like to create a fat sound. I don't like to be I don't like to have a plain sound. I am a paid musician, meaning that I get paid whenever I play. Whenever you do that, you want to bring the best quality as possible. Whenever different ministries call on you to use your services. So I bring the MOTIFs, I bring the laptop. I also use click tracks and everything on there as well. So I try to just be a one-man band with a full sound. That's why I bring so much gear, and there's so much you can do. You can layer and mix so many different things and just create such a fat sound, and that's what I try my best to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumb up, and please subscribe if you haven't. I'll be uploading more videos here shortly. But yeah, that was just another tour of the gear I use. You had the MOTIF XS6, you had the MOTIF ES8, you had the Focusrite audio interface, and I'm using Windows with KONTAKT with a few libraries that I just shared with you. For an amp, I'm using a PEAVY KB100 100 watt keyboard amp, and like I said, if the church have it available, I run from the amp into the house to give it a full sound. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe again, and I have some more videos coming up shortly. Thank you guys.